Bianca, welcome to my channel and welcome to Beauty Playground, where we get to play and experiment with beauty. I believe that beauty is just as much about having fun as it is about looking good. Today we are nervously taking on the challenge of trying to recreate Jennie's look from her Love Hangover music video. I loved her makeup there and I felt like it was achievable, so we are going to try. By the way, this is one of my first videos after a 2-year hiatus on YouTube, so I'm kind of starting over. So if you like this, please do give me a like and subscribe if you want to. It would mean the world to me. And yeah, let's get to the tutorial. Or at least I hope it would be a tutorial because I'm going to try my best. Okay, we're gonna start with the base. I am very used to glowy makeup, but her makeup in this music video wasn't exactly glowy. It's not matte either, it's just that in-between soft cloud-like skin. So today I am going to try to use this skin tint by NARS, and I'm kind of nervous because this is not my skin tone anymore, but we are going to try. I am not too concerned about it being super light because her face, or like the center of her face, is very much highlighted. Okay, her under eyes are very light and I am currently suffering from really bad dark under eye circles, so I am using my really old Becca under eye brightening corrector, and this really helps neutralize those dark undertones before you layer it with any type of foundation or concealer. I know it looks white, but that means it's neutralizing, so trust the process. I'm going to try to bring that neutral tone back using a bit of concealer. This is the Tarte Ultra Creamy. I'm just warming it up and I am just putting back the neutrality in there. Could you see? I'm just gonna set it and let it bake for a little bit with the Laura Mercier translucent powder. So Jennie has a very slightly curved brow. It's almost straight, but there's a curve to it, and the color is quite lighter, just like a little bit lighter than her actual hair color, so that softens up her features a lot. Today I'm just going to be using my Precisely My Brow pencil. This is the shade number 3, which I think is maybe a shade lighter than what I usually would use. So what I'm going to do is just line the perimeter of my brow. Thankfully, my brow isn't that straight or angled, so I can just create the illusion of a curve over here, just a little bit more. And then extend it a little bit because she does have longer brows. Now we're just going to brush all that inwards to bring the pigment down to the center of the brow and remove the harsh line that we put in there. It's not too much because you're going to erase it. Now let's get to the eyes. She has a very dark waterline, like the upper lid waterline. So I'm actually using black. I'm not used to it, but let's just give this a try. And then she goes down over here, her bottom waterline, but only halfway. Like, she doesn't go too far. I'm actually going underneath the lashes to achieve that because I don't want to do like a really thick one. She brings the inner waterline down very slightly. Like the outer half of the waterline, I'm using a dark brown pencil because it is lined, but not as heavily pigmented as the black. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to shade this area a little bit like this with a brown eyeliner, just like on its side, and this just opens up the eye a little bit more. I know that my lashes wouldn't like reach that area, so we're actually going to draw some bottom lashes in a little bit. We're skipping a bit of steps, but bear with me, there is a reason. I'm going to take this blush, it's from Roman, because she has a bit of like a peachy blush in this area, so I'm just going to like tap this in there very close to my under eye. We're going to be taking the same blush with an eyeshadow brush, and we are going to be using that as a base of our eyeshadow. Was told that my orbital bone is very strong. I have very deep set eyes. So I'm trying to not like hit that with eyeshadow, and I'm just focusing on the outer parts of my eyes. Okay, now that we have that, we are going to have that like line over there. So her gradient is from the bottom up versus like from the outside in. So we're just going to sort of create like an eyeliner look without it being an eyeliner. It's just like a very soft shading. I'm using this quadrant from Romand. It's the number 3 one. So we're just doing that in the same shape as we did the eyeshadow. And this is the darkest shade that we have. For Aegasol, the area under the eyes, which is usually filled with glitter, is also like very, very subtle. I am just going to go in with a little bit of pigment. I don't want this to be too much. Also has like a lightness in almost the inner corners, like this area. Like it's way lighter in the Aegasol. So the same thing on the inside. For the eyelashes, we're going to be drawing in the lower lashes, but also going to curl our top lashes and add a bit of mascara just to the front because she is wearing a little falsy extension on the outer corner. So we're just going to curl it. Depending on what your lashes are, you probably don't want to go too hard on the mascara. This is the skin mascara and this lengthens like crazy, so I'm just going to, this is my favorite mascara, but sometimes it's a little too much. I'm just going to very lightly put mascara on. And we're gonna do the bottom lashes very lightly as well. And then we're gonna see if we need to extend that by drawing more lower lashes on. Now, I am deciding between these two lash tiles. This is Doralab Tin Man and this one is Brave Lion. So we're just going to try both of them. I'm just taking that middle one from the Brave Lion. I'm going to pop this into the outer corner of my eye. And let's see. Okay, I feel like looking at the inspiration photo, this might be a little too droopy. Let's try Tin Man. FYI, this isn't necessarily recommended, but sometimes I actually put this on the waterline. My eyes do get a little bit irritated sometimes. As much as I love how the Tin Man stands up, she does have like a bit of a C curl at the end of it. So I think it's Brave Lion that's going to win this war. I really find this lash situation so cute. I used to wear those like outer lashes a lot. I don't know why I stopped. I think I thought it was a little wonky, but looking at it now on Jennie, I think it looks so cute. But now I feel like because we have a heavier top lash, we do need to balance it out with the bottom lash. So I'm going to try to add a bit more mascara to the bottom lashes. Since this is a very lengthening mascara, I'm trying to let you see that this is helping a bit, but I think hers is a little more dense, so we might have to add still, but let's try to do the best we can with mascara. I haven't done this in a while, so we're taking like a really fine eyeliner and we're just going to create little strokes here at the bottom. Do you see that? Those are like drawn on lashes. There you go. It's coming together. Hang on, be patient. Like, this is gonna come together, I promise. Going to spray my face with setting spray, and then we're going to go back into some places on the face to make the skin look a little bit more flawless. This is one of Issy's limited edition colors. I'm so sorry if it's no longer available, but it's in the shade Omen. It's like a pink shade that's very muted. It's like mauve but rosy, but just like somewhere in between. Then we're gonna blur out the edges because we want a sort of ombre lip. I think sometimes blurring it out actually makes your lips look plumpier because it's not a harsh line. You still get that like lip liner like effect because you are blurring it out over and outside your lip line. Then we are going to go in to like the middle area with a tint. This is the Romance Juicy Lasting Tint in 19 Almond Rose. And this is a trick that I learned with lip tints like this. You have to not smack your lips. Don't do that. Just let it set, because it's going to create a film on that area wherever you put it. So it's going to look super glossy, and it's like lip gloss, but it lasts the whole day. Now I'm going back into like the areas that have a little bit more pigment, more than I'm comfortable with, and instead of using my concealer, I'm actually just going to use a foundation, and I'm going to take a fluffy brush and load the foundation in there. And I am just going to go over those areas that I feel just aren't giving, and then we're gonna blend it out. With this, you are actually having a very light hand, or at least a lighter hand than if you would just apply it on. I recommend this for when you are doing it over set powder. Next, we are going to take bronzer. I'm going to start with the Guerlain Terracotta, and looking at Jennie's photo, she just contours here and then up here a little bit for a smaller face shape. Her face is already small, it's crazy. Then I personally am going to go a little bit in here. I'm going to take my actual contour powder, which is still a bronzer actually, and I'm just going to contour a little bit around my face to make it look smaller. She has a very small area here, so I'm just going to reduce my chin. Is that something I could even say? That's kind of weird. I'm going to add more blush here. I don't want it to look too crazy because hers isn't crazy, but the blush goes away first, especially if you're just playing with a powder blush. That is going to go away so quick. Here. Oh my gosh, is this it? Hang on, let me check. The wing. We forgot the wing. The wing is such a cute wing. It's very important. So we're just going to go in the direction of my eyelash extensions, actually. Is that a cute wing? Is that a cute enough wing? You can't let Jennie down. This has to be cute. I'm going to define that inner corner. I have to learn how to show you guys things better, because these details I think are crucial, and they're also things that like I miss out on when I watch some tutorials. Like I want to know the nitty-gritty tiny details of things that they don't usually show. And I get it, because they're kind of hard to show on camera, because you have to concentrate on your mirror, and this is me trying. It's really my favorite part about doing makeup. It's all like the little editing and like the little details. Now I want a darker line here on top by the crease, because it looks like she has that. So we are going to try that, because that is the whole point of this. So I'm just taking this dark shadow. I'm just going to tap that on the crease. Okay, what I'm learning is that it is easier when you have your eyes open and you could actually see your crease. I'm going to darken that a bit more, like the wing a bit more with a pen. So now it has become a proper wing, which I am not mad about. Give me a minute.